Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Houston. Zach Greinke is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. That's popped up. Here comes the right fielder.
Got it, second. The designated hitter, Luke Voigt.
So now to the plate, Luke Voigt. He swings and lines it to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting third,
Giancarlo Stanton now. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. From the stretch.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
batting fourth, the first baseman, Mike Ford.
Into the box now, Mike Ford. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's another 1-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home, and that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Aaron Hicks stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning. Luis Severino will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. 1 away. Digging in, Miles Straw. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. This is skied into short left center. Coming on for it is Hicks. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. No home runs as of yet, and 11 RBIs. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Bregman has it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now second base.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. The 2-2.
3 balls. Keep.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. He'll whip this one to first in time. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Up and in for ball 1. Previous history with Luis Severino, he's just 2 for 9. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Bregman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the count. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call. Justin Turner comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Line to the right side, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's Didi Gregorius. That's the first pitch to him, is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The average at 284 to begin play. 18 homers and an even 50 RBIs. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. Turner over at second. Gregorius at first, 1 gone. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Stepping into the box, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-0 the count. 1-0, here it is. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
3-1 to him now. 3-1, here it is. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. As a look, now the pitch. Martin Maldonado is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
A ball and a strike now. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Hard hit ball to second. On the first, and the Astros can't cash in. Is that it? In now is the Yankees DH, Luke Voigt. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. Bouncer up the middle. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two and 0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
This is line to left. Alvarez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Ford. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Swing and a line drive. Kiermaier is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 1-0.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. They come into this game near the top of the league in both batting average and on-base percentage. And talking to a few of the players earlier, they emphasized the importance of having quality at-bats every time one of them goes to the plate. One player told me, "We have a lot of professional hitters on this team, and we hold each other up to a certain standard." Guys, that level of accountability seems to make them a difficult bunch to deal with.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Jose Altuve is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
We got a full count.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Here comes the first pitch. Miles Straw will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Fielder number 44. Yordan Alvarez.
In now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Sent on the ground out to second. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield. Good job.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Stanton to the track, and the runner will score from second. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. And he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Didi Gregorius is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Christian Pache is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. On the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The 0-1 pitch stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Hit hard on the ground to second. And it's in time to get him. But they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score.
The catcher.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the fourth. And that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Change of speeds is one of the hardest things that offensive players have to deal with, especially if he's got the arm action working like he does.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Nope.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Here it comes. Jose Altuve is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category. Standing in now, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Greinke comes set. Here it comes. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He's been a little unfortunate so far with a couple of hard-hit balls that have resulted in lineouts. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
1 strike.
Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1. Mike Ford will be next. The 3-1 is in there for the second strike.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Mike Ford.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Mike Ford is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. To second now, but he's safe as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
First pitch on its way. Aaron Judge is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
The 1-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Striding into the box, Aaron Hicks. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. On the move is Kiermaier. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across. Striding forward now is the DH, Miles Straw. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. In there, no balls and a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And that's the first out. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy is known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Their count now at 2-2. Fifth inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the...
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1, here's the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
You know, as a former
The first baseman, number 10, Justin Turner.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Tommy Kingley takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away.
Tommy Kingley.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
The batter,
Didi Gregorius is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Right side, but it's well foul. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Judge is going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run's in to score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll break the tie and make it a 5-4 ball game.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Christian Pache is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
5 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. 3-1 to him now. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Behind 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Astros on top, 5-4. Brian Abreu takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 66, Brian.
Digging in now, Gleyber Torres. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Leading off for the Yankees.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Kiermaier. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw into second. And he's safe. And that's going to plate the tying run from second, and we are all even at 5 aside.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
To the plate now, Francisco Cervelli. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Now a ground ball for Altuve could be 2. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So base is empty now after the double play. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Luke Voigt. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. Ready to go.
Leading up for the Astros,
Chad Green is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Your attention, please.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Number 57, Chad Green.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Green has pitched just under 60 innings with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. And this will get all the way to the wall now.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have...
Now batting, number 3.
At At the plate now, Miles Straw, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Runners on first with 1 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away. Standing in, Yordan Alvarez. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Zach Britton comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Alex Bregman is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 2-0 now.
2-0.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Stanton into the Crawford boxes and gone.
Wow, the pitching staff has to love this one, right? They were down 1, and with 1 swing of the bat, they're up 2. What a turnaround in this one.
At the plate, Justin Turner. Hard on the ground towards short.
Torres brings it in.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%, and with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Yankees.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting. The first
Now in the box, Mike Ford. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. 1 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Here's big Aaron Judge. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Ryan Presley takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner on first with 2 away.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So now to the
Leading up for the Astros, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Hicks going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Fielded cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pretty ready to begin the 8th. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
The shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ready with the 1-0.
Aye. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he misses 2-1.
2-1.
Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, You really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Popped him up. Turner has a play. 1 out.
Now batting.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball right into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch.
Leading up for the Astros, the catcher, Martin.
Davy Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 83.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Garcia.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Jose Altuve comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Miles Straw waits on deck. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
3-2 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. La Stella has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Miles Straw. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. 2 out, nobody on. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this. Roberto Ozuna takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The next 0-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. At the plate, Luke Voigt, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-2 in the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Striding in, Giancarlo Stanton, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a tick behind for a strike. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Now the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Last chance for the Yankees. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That goes Kiermaier at the track, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
So now to the plate, Mike Ford, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just missing here, 2-0.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taken advantage of nearly every opportunity.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Stros rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Brian Abreu earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Roberto Ozuna earns the save out of the bullpen, his league-leading 45th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our paid attendance at Minute Maid Park this afternoon, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
in 5 on 3 hits, helping the Stros best the Yankees 8-6. He has now hit safely in 13 straight games. Entering the day's action, the Astros are atop the American League West, 6 games up on second place. And the Yankees sit atop the American League East Division, 1 game ahead of second. The Baltimore Orioles launched 3 home runs as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-3. In the standings, the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Eduardo Rodriguez grabbed his 13th win overall this year, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 3-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. As of right now, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 9.5 games behind first. Card race.